As families struggle to find baby formula in stores, more organizations are trying to help. Tonight, the head of Sentara Williamsburg Regional Medical Center is reaching out to the community.
The hospital says it has resources for families in need. Eugene Daniel shows us how this works.
The president of Sentara Williamsburg Medical Center said she wants to make sure that families of babies with a medical crisis know that help is available. Amber Price is the president of Sentara Williamsburg Regional Medical Center. She said she and her staff grew concerned when they heard some parents turning to measures like watering down baby formulas. And Price wants people in Williamsburg to know the hospital is available to help families in crisis.
And that can range from needing support for breastfeeding to having extreme difficulty finding a specialty formula for a high-needs baby or a baby that's actually not doing well and that is sick.
Price says Williamsburg families facing emergencies can visit their emergency room. Someone from the hospital staff will assess their baby's need and connect them to available resources within the hospital or in the community.
So that care can look like immediate assessment by one of our pediatricians or emergency room physicians, to emotional support, lactation support, and in some cases the release of a formula for a temporary bridge.
We were starting to get a little bit desperate.
Jan Brown recently began caring for a 16-week-old baby in need of special care, and she didn't know where to get help. Brown says she reached out to Price, and this week hospital leaders connected her to someone who was helping her get the right formula for the baby.
Boy, in desperation did we need it.
Sentara leaders stress they want to reserve resources for families facing emergencies, but want to help any way they can. In Williamsburg, Eugene Daniel, 13 News Now.
Sentara healthcare leaders also released a list of resources for families facing a medical crisis because of the formula shortage. There's a link to those resources on 13newsnow.com. Just search formula shortage.
And parents in search of baby formula could soon get some help from the federal government. The Biden administration is now working directly with infant formula manufacturer Reckitt and retailers, including Target, to provide logistical support. Today, Virginia Senator Mark Warner said the shortage is a crisis for parents and it needs to be fixed as soon as possible.
The fact that we now have this shortage of critically essential baby formula, we need to make sure that we have a domestic supply chain, or at least a supply chain from friendly allied nations on all critical components. And I can't imagine a issue that's more critical in terms of success of new families.
Formula manufacturers are now being urged to ramp up production, and the White House is studying ways to improve production and delivery. If you or someone you know needs help finding formula, here's another resource that could help. Send a text message with the word formula with no punctuation or extra words. Send that to 757-628-6200. You'll get a reply with a link to a website that has some community resources. Please text that number, don't call, and stay with 13 News Now for updates on the formula problems.